400 quid, $500. What does that actually get you these days? Maybe 2 decent dinners out. Or more likely, it just disappears. You know how it goes. I'll track it later. You only live once. And just like that, it's gone. But at the same amount of money, handled differently, is sometimes the exact gap between living paycheck to paycheck and building a system where money actually works for you. Even a small amount used the right way can move you up to a completely different financial level. That's just maths. Today, we're talking about the most underrated force in all finance: compound interest. We're going to break it down with real numbers and real examples, so you can actually see how even the smallest reinvestment can completely change the speed at which your money grows. Most people look at investing and think, what's the point of my $500? Or I'll start when I have real money. The problem is, people who never learn to handle small money almost never end up with big money. It just doesn't work that way. And yes, you can absolutely start with $500. That's the whole point. You don't need to wait until you have thousands sitting around. But just so you can see what's possible, let's look at 2 scenarios with $5,000. So the numbers are a bit easier to compare. 2 different people, same starting point. Person 1, let's call him James, puts in $5,000 and leaves it alone. No reinvesting, just sitting there. Person 2, William, also starts with $5,000, but every single month he adds another $500. The whole time, his money isn't just sitting there. It's being managed by a trading bot, even in its most careful, low-risk settings. And here's what happens after 12 months. James put in $5,000, made $3,979 in profit, ended up with $8,979. Not bad. William, who put in $5,000, plus the $500 every month, so $11,000 total out of his own pocket. But because the monthly return was being applied to a bigger and bigger pile of money each time, his profit hit $5,938. Final balance, $16,938. That's almost double what James walked away with. This is exactly why serious investors obsess over regular top-ups. It's not about one big move, it's about steadily growing the pile that's doing the work for you. The bigger it gets, the faster it grows. That's the whole game. Now, markets aren't smooth. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. There are weeks where everything looks calm and weeks where it feels like a storm at sea. The big advantage of a trading bot over trading yourself is that it has 0 emotions. It doesn't panic. It doesn't get greedy. It sets up to protect your balance, using only what it needs to trade, not everything at once. Smart risk management is built in from the start. But the flip side is, when markets go wild, that's actually when the biggest opportunities show up. And if your balance is healthy enough, the bot doesn't need to play it too safe. It can go full throttle because it has enough to work with. Regular $500 top-ups are what give it that room to breathe and perform. And honestly, most of us already have that $500. We just don't see it. Coffee runs, streaming subscriptions you forgot about, that thing you bought at 11 p.m. because it felt like a good idea, food delivery 3 times this week. Think about it. Every time you spend $59.99 on something random, you could be rounding up and putting that money to work instead. If you're spending anywhere between $2,000 and $5,000 a month, which a lot of people reading this are, you'd be shocked how much invisible money is just slipping through your fingers right now. Money that could be compounding. Life is expensive. Everything costs more than it did 2 years ago. Groceries, rent, everything. So why are we still treating our own money like it doesn't matter? And no, I'm not saying cut out everything fun. I never say that. I'm talking about the random, thoughtless stuff, the purchases you don't even remember making a week later. Here's what I actually want for you. Once you feel compound interest start to work, once you see that first real profit hit your balance, go celebrate. Buy your partner flowers. Get your kid that PlayStation they've been eyeing. Pour yourself a proper whiskey. Light a cigar if that's your thing. Because you'll realize that building financial freedom doesn't ask that much from you. A little discipline, a little maths. In return, a completely different life on the other end of it. You can start today, right now actually. Hit the link in the description, follow the steps, and give yourself access to a tool that does the work for you. Try what we've just been talking about, and I think you'll be genuinely surprised what the first 6 months looks like.